Hey friends, welcome to the Friday check-in, 4th of July edition. Today, I have a lot of fun things I want to talk about. First, I want to share about my podcast. This week was on emotional justice versus emotional peace after betrayal. And this is something that comes up a lot. And I know I personally felt it because there's not a lot of justice in betrayal. And that can feel painful and frustrating and fair. And so I just think it's something to think about because ultimately, what everyone tells me they want is peace. And you can find that. But if you're looking at it through the lens of, I want them to suffer, I want them to feel the pain, that's not how you're going to get peace. And so it's really something that you have to figure out on your own. And I shared a few analogies in my podcast, but this was one that I think if you can think about it, see if you can relate to this and see if this can help jiggle your thought about justice versus peace. Imagine your spouse borrowed $100,000 from you and never paid it back. Now, some of you, that may be true, but we're just pretending here. You spend years standing on their front porch demanding repayment. Every day you wait, every day you check, every day you argue. Eventually you realize, even if they owe you the money, living on their porch is costing you your life. Peace is walking off the porch, not because the debt disappeared, but because your life is too valuable to spend waiting for repayment. And I really want you to consider that might be true. And what are you holding on to that is just preventing you from finding your peace, your healing? What are you waiting for? These are some questions I want you to ask yourself. Where am I still seeking emotional justice? What am I waiting for my spouse to do before I allow myself to heal? So many of you wait until your spouse chooses healing before you choose it. I want you to know you can choose it first. And I would highly encourage you to choose it. What would healing look like if I stopped waiting? What would peace look like today? What am I giving away emotionally that I could reclaim? So many of us allow our spouse to control our emotions. It's like we've handed them the remote control to our emotions and we allow them to make us feel all sorts of things. Now, that's not really possible, but it's like we give them control over ourselves. But what I want you to know is you can take control back. And they never really had control in the first place. It just felt like it because you weren't living true to yourself. You were not owning what you needed and wanted, and you can totally do that. And I want to help you if you want help. Anyways, go listen to my podcast. I think it could be really powerful and get your mind to shift. That's all we're doing here is we're just considering new thoughts, new ideas. So in the news this week, it is America's 250th year of existence. It's their birthday, which I think is pretty cool. I am so grateful I'm an American. There's lots of opinions and thoughts and feelings, but if you've ever traveled to a foreign country, and I've actually loved watching all this people coming to watch soccer. They're like, America's actually amazing. People are nice. Sometimes we hear a headline and we just take it for fact. But lots of times it's just clickbait. It's just someone trying to get you to click on something. And it is really true. So I think that's been really fun. But if you've lived outside the country, which I have quite a bit, I'm just always so grateful to see our flag and to come home to the creature comforts that I'm used to, that I really appreciate. I think it leaves room for gratitude, right? And I know for whatever reason, holidays are hard after betrayal. And if you're struggling in your marriage, sometimes this is when they get discovered is over a holiday. But just know you're not alone and you will be okay. And the other exciting news is Taylor and Travis are getting married. I'm here for all of it today. I'm excited to see whatever we get to see or hear about whatever we get to hear. I really enjoy stuff like that. And today it's July 3rd. Where I live, that's when we celebrate. July 3rd is we go watch fireworks at the golf course, and it's a really great fireworks show. Fireworks are actually banned in Utah this year, except for if the city is hosting them. Where I live in the mountains, and so we can never light fireworks where we live. So my kids really missed out on doing that, but I think we're going to head up to Idaho to go see my parents, and I think we're going to bring some fireworks because Idaho, they're not banned. Anyways, so I hope you're safe. I hope you have a fun 4th of July, whatever you do, even if you just lay in bed, watch a good movie, and just want you to take care of yourself. Anyways, as far as coaching, I'm really excited to announce I've started a coaching certification with Terry Real, relational life coaching, and he is well known for helping marriages in crisis heal and repair. I am divorced, but I would have done anything to heal my marriage, and I really did try to do everything I could. And I'm very passionate about marriage because the thing I've learned now, of course, I'm totally great. I needed to get divorced. My former husband would not take accountability and would not change. He didn't think he was doing anything wrong. So I'm okay that I got divorced, but ultimately, sometimes people think, oh, divorce will make your life easier. It's not true. If you can repair your marriage, I would say that all the time, to repair your marriage. But it doesn't always work that way. And so I'm also a believer in it's okay to get divorced. But if you can, if you have a spouse that's willing to do the repair and do the work, and you're willing to do the repair and do the work, I highly recommend. So I'm hoping to work with more couples. I have worked with some couples before, but I really want to also help couples. I love working with each of you individually, but sometimes if your spouse is willing, I'm here for it. Because I'm doing that, I need to practice. And so I'm going to take 5 couples through my beta program, which is great for all of us. It helps me help you. I've been coaching for several years. I've already coached many people, so I feel very confident in that. These are just some more tools I'm learning, and I love tools. I love help because we all need help in our relationship. It will be at a discount because I'm learning, we're learning together, but I definitely think it's going to be well worth your time, and I'm committed to helping you. So if you're interested, reach out and we'll see if we're a good fit for each other. And just realize that coaching is an investment, but I think anything we value, we invest in. And the thing I think about coaching is if you have a spouse that is resistant to therapy, I think coaching can do just as much good, if not more. Sometimes people, we do need therapy. I think great. If you want to do therapy and coaching, they're great together. But sometimes people are like, they have a negative thought about therapy. So maybe coaching is a way for you to help them. The thing is, we all need help. We are human. We aren't perfect. No one is perfect. Getting help is not a weakness. That is a strength. And so just realize you're investing in yourself now and your future self. Your future self will be so glad you did. Anyways, so that's what's going on in my coaching world. So I'm really excited to start sharing the things that I've been learning. I've already learned so many amazing things that I think can help all of us. And whether you're married or divorced, they can help you in your relationships with your kids, with your family members, or someone you might be dating. Anyways, have a beautiful 4th of July, and I will talk to you next week.